My name is Lisa Allred, and I'm here to tell you about my weight loss story. I just turned 50 years old, and I have a hair salon, and I do hair, nails, and makeup. My starting weight was 238 pounds, and my current weight today is 174 pounds. Woohoo! I want to show you a pair of pants that I used to wear, and I had actually gotten into a size 22W, and these are size 20W, and here's another pair that are size 20W. And the pants that I have on today are they're size 12s. I've been overweight for a long time. My weight gain began in 1998, around August. At that time I weighed 148 pounds, and just some personal struggles started happening in my family that really was working on me emotionally, and I was struggling and began to fall into a depression. And I spent a lot of time working. I work long hours. I work 10 to 15 hour days, and I got to where I would just go to work and literally come home and go to bed. After I gained that 50 pounds, I just continued to keep on gaining and just didn't care anymore. Loved food. I love to cook. I love food. I love fattening things. It was just not good and not healthy. First of all, I started with Weight Watchers. I lost about 30 pounds successfully then, and then I got stuck on a plateau, and I continued exercising, but it just wasn't making a change in my life. About 2010, in September, I was going to have a high school reunion, my 30th high school reunion, and so I had started the year before really working on trying to lose the weight, and I at least wanted to lose 25 or 30 pounds. And I had gotten to where I was about 214 pounds. I had worked out with a trainer for about 6 weeks. I'd won some sessions at the gym, and so I did that and got me to about 214. I had had some friends that were very successful on a program called Slim for Life. And so I was 6 weeks from my high school reunion, and I had still not lost the 25 or 30 pounds that I was looking forward to losing. And so I decided to start that program. In this 6 week time, I was very faithful, and so the day of my reunion, I had actually lost the 30 pounds that I was hoping for. So I was so excited. Went to my reunion, had so much fun, and so then after that, it just, was encouraging to continue to lose weight. And it was great because my clients were noticing, my friends were noticing. I sent a lot of people to the program. My diet changed because of my proportions of my protein was the main change in my plan. And on this plan, you do Chinese herbs and vitamins. It's very healthy. You drink 80 ounces of water a day, and you have fruits, and you have some vegetables, and some carbs, but you're very limited on your carbs. One meal might be 6 ounces of chicken, and then the other meal would be 6 ounces of chicken. So in one day, you might have a whole chicken, which to me is a lot of food, and I really had to get used to eating that. But it really worked well for me, and it helped just for the weight to fall off. My favorite exercise is walking and the spin class. I love music, and I have an iPod, and I change my music all the time. I do different playlists where I can walk real fast and just keep me motivated. And if I hear a new song, I don't know if you'll have SoundHound, but I love that thing, and I will be in class and hear a song, and I'll hit that, and it'll tell me what the song is, and so I'm excited to get home and download that one to walk to the next week. And so that keeps me motivated, changing my music and things like that. But my favorite exercise, I would say, is walking and spin class because it's a variety. I don't like doing the same thing all the time. My life has changed a lot since the weight loss program. It has put a spark back into my marriage, which has been awesome. Of course, I could wear fashionable clothes like the leggings. You know, I was just dying to wear those, and I love, you know, fashion, and so that was exciting, being able to do that. And then, you know, another thing was being able to go up stairs and not be so out of breath and worn out. And then me and my husband, when we would go to the movie when I was heavy, after sitting for 3 hours, I would get up and my legs just would hardly even move. It was almost like I was crippled, and he would have to guide me to the railing to get down the steps. And it wasn't until I got to the bottom of the steps that my legs would actually start moving like they should. And so that was a big change in my weight loss. I feel good. I'm able to get in and out of the car easier. I just think it changes your life drastically. The most difficult thing about losing the weight, I would say in the very beginning, I know that first day that I went to the gym, I remember that there was mirrors all around me, on the sides and the back of me. And I remember looking in the mirror and seeing how heavy that I had gotten. And I remember thinking, I will never be skinny again. It's gonna take too long. And then I began to realize that I needed to get rid of all this negative talk and negative feelings. And so I just got rid of everything that was negative in my life. I got to where I didn't even want to hear anything negative anymore. And I would watch The Biggest Loser. I would talk to myself and I'd say, now if you were on that show, even though you're hurting and you're on the treadmill, that would just make you keep going. So just take your Advil and get on there and let's go. And let's just, you know, you got to do it. You have to do it. You just got to. And I would just kind of coach myself along. And, you know, it really helped in my spin classes because those people were very encouraging to me. And I would say the hardest thing for losing the weight is keeping it off. I have put a little bit of the weight back on, and I contribute some of that to, you know, birthday celebrations and things like that. But also, I was on the Chinese herbs, and I have gotten off of those. And I do think they help your metabolism some. And so I'm just trying to get my body now accustomed to not taking those anymore and doing it on my own with the diet and the exercise. So I do have to weigh every day. And if I'm up a little bit, I just get right back on my plan and be real diligent for as long as I can. Get that little voice off your shoulder that keeps telling you that you're fat or you're negative, and try to see yourself as skinny and just love yourself, and don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Sometimes you feel so alone, and I try now that when I see somebody that's heavy, that's come to the gym and they're on the treadmill, I try to go up to them and I'll show them pictures of like me in a bathing suit in 2010, and I'll just say, this wasn't that long ago, and I'm just encouraging you to stick with it, because if I can do it, anybody can do it.